the following presentation of the National Football League.
Turn it up! Turn this thing up! Let's hear it! Let's see the noise! Go!
Just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Year, number 2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State.
We had a chance to see him out on the field early in pregame, and I thought he looked really sharp. I thought he looked focused. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the week, and he's excited for this opportunity today. He thinks he's got a chance to lead this offense and have a lot of success, and ultimately the #1 goal is to come out with a victory.
On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. And it's a positive start. A goal of 5 to get things going.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Chubb. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Tackle there by Trenton Simpson.
A gain of 2.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
He'll try to run for it.
C.J. Stroud. A gain of 3 yards. And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
3rd and short, you think this ball's expected to come out quick, but when all the receivers were taken away, he decides to make a break for it. He doesn't get a whole lot, but what he gets is just enough to move the chains.
Now Chubb. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Jair Alexander up from the secondary to make the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on time.
Still 2nd down.
On a 2nd down throw for Stroud. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And it'll be 3rd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
toward the boundary. Taken in by Collins. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
On the ground, it's Chubb, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you could see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Oh, the ball's out. One of the Ravens has it. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. First carry for King Henry. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation. On the plus side of the 50, I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
They'll run for it with Henry.
Derrick Henry on the carry.
Well, I'll tell you, Mike, I'm feeling pretty good about my chances of picking up this 4th down when I've got big old Derrick Henry in the backfield. So what an unbelievable job by this defense coming up with a huge 4th down stop.
Texans offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. Kirk is the motion man. They'll go play action with Stroud. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Now it's the veteran, Dario Ogunbowale. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 17-yard line.
It's a gain of
They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
for the Texans. First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pick.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Kyle Hamilton, the two-time Pro Bowler, plays everywhere. That time, in there for the sack.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position, but with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6, but after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Now, Stroud. Forced out wide. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Houston.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Texans will take a 7-0 lead.
Ravens nothing.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll start out first down and 10. In motion goes Likely. On play action, here's Jackson. Moving to his right. Now he'll run. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Good coverage there by a good corner, Derek Stingley.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Second down, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That screen goes for 12. And that's a first down.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive, and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 33, here's 2nd and 9. They motion the slot man left. Jackson up top again. Open man is beaten. He's got him. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
So as a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Hopkins sent in motion. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
At the 16-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 2. On the option, they give it to Henry. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
It's a loss of a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
That's a great job defensively. You could tell they sold out to stop the run here on 3rd down. And even if he hands this ball off, Mike, I don't think that play was going anywhere.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. To throw is Jackson. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. The Texans offense ready to take over once more. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the bootleg, it's Stroud. That's taken in by Chuck. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
2nd down and 8. On play action, Stroud. Open man, that's Collins. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd down at the 34-yard line.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Texans who have the early lead. More from Houston coming up in a moment. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins. They've got it 2nd down and 11. To throw is Stroud. He'll find the rookie out of Iowa State, Jaden Higgins.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Running is Chubb. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
On the coverage.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
That's good for a Texans 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Stay on the ground with Chubb. He'll forward for maybe a yard. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though, yes. He's got it. That's a 1st down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Will run. It's open for Waller. And showing the quick feet there as he gets forward for a pickup of 3.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On the handoff, this is Chubb. And they continue to churn out 1st down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
That's another Texans 1st down. 1st and goal.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Here's Chubb. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back quarterback behind the line. It's second down.
And goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
On second down, Stroud. Exiting the pocket right. And he's in! C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Houston. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Fairbairn, good on the point after. And the Texans move out on top, 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Justice Hill to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll take this to about the 28. TJ Speed getting in there to make the tackle.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. There's a give, heading right, it's Henry. Now trying to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Back to throw, Jackson. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
Hopkins' first catch. Good enough for a 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 7. Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Jalen Petrie on the stop. A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 16-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll get this out wide. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Henry. He will have a Ravens 1st down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
A gain of 3 on the play. And a Raven 1st down.
And when you find yourself playing from behind at this stage of the game, Mike, I think this is 4-down territory if he doesn't pick that up. So they won't have to worry about it in this case, but expect the rest of this game, they've got to continue to be aggressive.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Texans' 3-yard line.
Jackson now on 2nd down. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed him. In this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Ravens are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Ravens 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
Gain of 10 yards.
First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
He'll get this complete over the middle of Kirk. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
49-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. He'll go right back to Kirk again. It's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Stroud connects with Collins, and it's a first down for Houston.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They bring a tight end in motion left. Here's a handoff to Chubb. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He pulls it in around the 5. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
That's good for a Houston Texans. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Scrambling to, and he will score again. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown, Texans.
So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Texans will take a 21-7 lead. Just 8 seconds now until halftime. And the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. In motion goes Likely. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Short, complete to Likely. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Second down and 3. Throwing Jackson. The throw left side, caught by Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Ravens offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Here's a 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. He'll look underneath for Henry. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. In motion goes Likely. Play action now. Jackson. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games, but as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
They're going to work this down inside the 45. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
In motion comes Andrews. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Offense. So second down.
Second down. Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4. Bring up third down.
And it's third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On third down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. The coverage right there, and it dropped away. Incomplete. Marlon Humphrey, the man there to break that one up.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. Here's Stroud. Over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard. Kirk is the motion man. Now Chubb. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He Schultz. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. Working his way out left. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 4. Here's Chubb. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Marlon Humphrey is there to bring him down.
It's a gain of a yard.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Fourth down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Fairbairn's hit is good. And the Texans have run out to a 24-7 lead. All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. And the Ravens offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. That's E.J. Speed getting in there to make the tackle.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. We'll go again here with Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to get back to work. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Deep free downfield. It's Curtis. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Pick up there of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
An 8-yard gain brings up second down at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 1. A run up the middle with Chubb. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good runner. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Over the middle, he's got the tight end Schultz. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So the hope is, when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space, so when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. Third down coming up.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is, firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Jackson now. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Now Lamar gonna hang on to it. Whoa! And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A gain of 18 on the play.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. In motion goes Likely. 4th quarter underway, and here's Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
2nd and 10. Jackson looking to throw. A quick slant to Flowers. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Ravens.
On the give, here's Henry. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson, who else another catch for his favorite target. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs. So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays.
And he will get into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's his second touchdown tonight. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens are able to cut into the deficit.
Ravens 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Pierce for the return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. A chance here for Oakland. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Kirk is the motion man. That one not disguised too well. He'll get back to the line. That's it.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
Third down, 3 to go. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Ravens offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. Pulled in by Henry. And he's Brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. Jackson going to keep it himself. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. To the right side, he's got Andrews. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
2nd down and 8. Throwing Jackson. There's that man again. Another catch. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
To throw is Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. Screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
He'll step up and run.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, Jackson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Baltimore.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. He takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Jackson. There he goes again. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. Big Daniel Faalele. Guilty, that's up. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. Just pushing guys away as he takes this forward for a gain of 7.
18-yard line. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The sound deafening in the dome. It's third down. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And third down just became a lot tougher. Work to do. The crowd helping the defense. Third down and 9. They'll drop to throw. Taking off. He'll try to get there. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Jackson. He'll run again. And he will score! Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Not going for 2. They'll pick the point after. He's got it. And the Ravens are back within 6.
The score, Texans 27, Ravens 21.
A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
The Texans offense make their way out to take over once more. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out, but one first down will essentially end the game. They'll run. It's Oakland. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Stroud. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. So it's a win here for the Texans. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game. Ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.